Hi there. We're on day 253 of our Through the New Testament in 1 Year. And today we are doing 2 Corinthians chapter 3. Okay? And we'll just read through this. It's real easy. Yesterday, can't remember what they were talking about. Triumph in Christ, right? Okay. There we go. Ministers of the New Covenant. Are we beginning to commend ourselves again, or do we need, as some do, letters of recommendation to you or from you? You yourselves are our letter of recommendation, written on our hearts to be known and read by all. And you show that you are a letter from Christ delivered by us, written not with ink, but with the Spirit of the living God, not on tablets of stone, but on tablets of human hearts. Right? Such is the confidence that we have through Christ toward God. Now that we are sufficient in ourselves to claim anything as coming from us, but our sufficiency is from God, who has made us sufficient to be ministers of a new covenant, right? New covenant. Okay, this replaces the Old Testament. Okay, not the letter, but of the Spirit. For the letter kills, but the Spirit gives life. Now, if the ministry of death carved in letters on stone came with such glory that the Israelites could not gaze at Moses' face because of its glory, remember when he first came down from the mountain? He had such glory they couldn't even stare at him. Which was being brought to an end. Will not the ministry of the Spirit have even more glory? For if there was glory in the ministry of condemnation, the ministry of righteousness must far exceed it in glory. Indeed, in this case, what once had glory has come to have no glory at all because of the glory that surpasses it. For if what was being brought to an end came with glory, much more will what is permanent have glory. Right? Jesus, right? Since we have such a hope and we are very bold, not like Moses, who would put a veil over his face so that the Israelites might not gaze at the outcome of what was being brought to an end. But their minds were hardened, for to this day, when they read the Old Covenant, the same veil remains unlifted because only through Christ it is taken away. Yes, to this day, whenever Moses is read, a veil lies over their hearts. But when one trusts in the Lord, the veil is removed. Now the Lord is the Spirit, and where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. That's a famous verse used a lot. Okay. Now the Spirit is the Lord, and where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. And we all, with unveiled face, beholding the glory of the Lord, are being transformed into the same image from one degree to another, of glory to another. For this comes from the Lord, who is the Spirit. So, there you go. See, nice short read. Okay. Think about that. When Moses first came down from the mountain, his hair was white now, and his face was shining with such glory. They couldn't look at him. They had to put a veil over his face. Okay, and he talked through the veil. Okay, the veil's been removed now because Christ is all the glory. So there you go. That's phone's dinging, isn't it? Okay, tomorrow, the light of the gospel, treasures in jars of clay. Yeah, I remember that. Good stuff. So there you go. That's day 253. Catch up on any may have missed. Give us a like if you think about it, and we'll see you again tomorrow.